Hello and welcome. You're watching Times Now and I'm Shubhangi Mishra. We have a whole lot packed for you. We're starting the bulletin with the top breaking news coming in at this hour. Viewers, day after US Supreme Court ruling, Trump has decided to raise the global tariff to 15%. In a post on Truth Social, he has called the Supreme Court ruling, quote-unquote, ridiculous. He posted, and I quote, based on a thorough, detailed and complete review of the ridiculous, poorly written and extraordinarily anti-American decision on tariff issued yesterday after many months of contemplation by the United States Supreme Court, please let this statement serve to represent that I, as President of the United States of America, will be effective immediately, raising the 10% worldwide tariff on countries, many of which have been ripping the US off for decades without retribution, to fully allowed and legally tested 15% level. During the next shorter number of months, the Trump administration will determine and issue the new and legally permissible tariff, which will continue our extraordinarily successful process of making America great again. So that's the breaking news. I'm being joined by my colleague Srinjoy on the broadcast here. Srinjoy, Trump has now decided to raise the global tariff from 10% to 15%.
Yes. The question is, he could have done this yesterday. Instead of putting it at 10, he could have put it at 15. So one wonders why it was 10 yesterday and 15 today. What happened in these 24 hours that raised the tariff from 10 to 15%? That's really the first thing. Secondly, the results of it. Now, here are people who are buying stuff in America, in the counters, and they are looking at stuff and saying, well, it was $110 yesterday. Why is it $115 today? Or something like that will be very confusing for a variety of people. First of all, people all over the world, the exporters of goods to America, they will have to logically explain to even themselves how this is possible and how it's going to affect them. Secondly, it will affect the importers in America, the firms importing the goods. And thirdly, it will further confuse the ordinary consumer. So all of this will have consequences. In what way, it's hard to say, but it certainly will affect judgment and, in fact, even confidence of the buyers. Consumer confidence may be an issue in the near future.
Right. Thank you so much, Srinjoy, for joining us with all those details. I'm sorry to cut you short. We are being joined by Ashok Sajjanhar, former diplomat. Thank you so much for speaking to Times Now, sir. Your first reaction to Trump's announcement that he will now impose 15% global tariff?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on your show. You see, as a result of this ruling from the Supreme Court, Mr. Trump's wings have been clipped. He has been diminished both in the area of economy, trade, as legal authority is concerned, and also as far as his political standing within the country and in the world is concerned. But he still wants to sort of, continue to thump his chest and demonstrate to the world, like Tarzan, that I'm still the king, I'm still the ruler here. But his capacity to inflict damage as far as this area of trade tariffs, which he uses as really a weapon, his capacity has been severely eroded. Earlier, he could threaten to put 50%, 100%, 145% tariff on different countries. Right now, he can do it only a maximum of 15%. So maybe he thought that if I've imposed 10%, the world is not impressed that I have all this power and I have all this authority. So he's increased to 15%. But under the provision of the U.S. Constitution 32, the Trade Act of 1974.
Right.
The maximum that he can do is 15%. That also for 150 days. That is 5 months. So his authority is come down, has declined severely, but he still wants to demonstrate to the world that he is still in charge, he's still in control. He will look at all these things. The real point is that the uncertainty has increased. Earlier it was, as far as India is concerned, from 50 it came down to 25, then it came down to 10, and now it will go up to 15.
Very rightly said, sir. The real question right now is about the uncertainty. We are running short of time. Thank you so much for speaking to Times Now on this particular